Hi everybody! So here we are celebrating Jennifer Cowee, Executive National Vice President to be, 2-year Arbonne anniversary. So we're just here celebrating, having a few drinks, a few nibbles, and we just thought we'd ask her a few questions. So here is the glorious, beautiful girl.
Hello.
Hi Jen.
Hello.
So can you tell us what your life was like 2 years ago?
Okay, so 2 years ago, I was nearly 30 years old. I had 2 children. Mabel was 4 and Violet was, nearly, was she 4? 4 and 2.
Sorry.
They were young.
5 and 3.
They were 4 and 2 when I started my business.
Do we know how old the children were?
How old are they now?
Does it really
What
matter?
are their names?
Does it really matter?
Okay, so I had 2 children who were 4 and 2, married to Danny. No, I wasn't married then.
No.
Oh, no, we
planning.
weren't married. We were planning.
Planning
so
our wedding.
in the mists.
Yeah. So I started, obviously, 27th of November. We were getting married on the 27th of March, so 4 months before we got married. So I was really busy. I had 2 part-time jobs, one home-based, one working, doing nursing care on a dementia care unit, and the other one was for a mystery shopping company. So yeah, I was very, very busy. Danny was doing a lot at the gym, working
Doing
full-time,
loads of overtime.
going out on his bike 3 times a week, 60 miles a time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we didn't really have a lot of time, did we?
No, definitely not.
Not
I
enough
think
time.
as well though, because we were in the midst of getting our marriage sort of like wedding, sort of like, you know, on the way, on the way, you know, I was in a lot of overtime. Like Jen was saying, we were very busy kind of people, weren't we?
But we like being busy. Get bored out.
So how did you hear about Arbonne then?
Facebook. So yeah, that's my tip. Put everything on Facebook because people are watching. I was watching my sister's best friend, Tony Langham, since probably September, about her talking about this new business, about having lots of fun, and she was pregnant with her 4th baby, and I thought, well, what can she be doing? Obviously she's very busy as well, and having another baby. So yeah, in the end, I think she posted something like in October, like women making over £100,000 a year are doing it through network marketing, and I thought, what is network marketing? I've got to find out. I've never heard of it before. I thought you needed a marketing degree. So I asked her, and then the lovely Daniela Wells butted in. Tony's phone had died, so she didn't answer my query, but Danny did, and we had like a little group chat. And I think that was about a week before I joined. So yeah.
I know it was a Thursday.
Yeah.
Amongst this, I was just in my own little world, pre-Arbonne myself, doing what I was normally doing, just kind of flicking through Facebook, but I never
Watching Emmerdale.
Watching Emmerdale.
We loved Emmerdale. We loved it.
Pre-Arbonne, it was TV. 7 o'clock, kids went to bed.
Coronation Street,
Emmerdale.
EastEnders. Love it.
And now we're sitting here having this.
So did you say yes straight away?
No.
What happened?
I thought it was a pyramid scheme. But I didn't actually know what a pyramid scheme was. So in my defence, I thought it sounded a bit like something I'd heard about when I was about 4 years old. And obviously,
It's quite good that you knew about that sort of thing at 4 years old.
I remember my 3rd birthday. I remember a lot.
Just not your children's ages.
Yeah, like horse and stuff. Yeah, so I thought it sounded a bit like what I'd heard, but I hadn't actually heard fully about Arbonne, just a few messages, and I didn't actually know what a pyramid scheme was, so I was completely wrong, obviously.
Lovely.
Someone put any
So Tony Marie, you
Hello.
joined Jen quite early on in her business.
I
Is
did.
there a question you'd like to ask her?
I've got quite a lot of questions, but I can't really put them out of here. But what I would like to know is just, have you ever had, like, what has been your worst down point in the business? Have you had a really low?
That's a hard question.
And how did you overcome it? What did you do to get over it?
I don't know.
I
I've had a really
suppose.
good journey. I think the personal development helps.
I suppose.
Because else I could have seen a lot of things as, oh God, can I do this? But because I've been doing my personal development from day one, and because I like to read as well, so it's just been easier for me. So yeah, I wouldn't say I've had a like really down time where I thought I can't do this anymore. I've never had that, which I know some people do, but I haven't.
What about your best point?
God. Going to Donna Johnson's house. Going
Sitting
to
in
Donna
the chair.
Johnson's house. Yeah.
Sorry, who was that?
Donna Johnson, Executive National Vice President Donna Johnson, and I did feel a bit awkward going into her bedroom, I must say. We had a tour of the house, just to clarify. Going into their
Did you lay on
ensuite.
her bed?
I didn't, no. I was like, oh my god, I'm in Donna Johnson's bedroom. I think that was probably the best. And obviously going to Vegas, that was incredible. And then walking the stage as a brand new regional vice president. But I know that hasn't yet happened, but it's happening this year. It has happened in
In your vision.
In my vision.
In your vision.
My vision board. Yeah, I need to update that. My vision's much bigger now.
Kat, did you have a question?
Okay, so I know Danny wasn't fully on board straight away.
Not me.
No,
I was on board.
That's Danny.
Danny boy, not Danny boy.
So, how did you deal with that?
Especially
Especially with him being your husband and everything.
Good question.
well,
Ooh,
Danny
good
and I
question.
have got quite an understanding relationship. Like, I don't bother him and he doesn't bother me.
It's like the royal family.
That's such a good marriage.
Yeah, because like some women say to me, oh, I could never do my husband going up on his bike and doing this and doing that, and I just think I'll just get on with it. I think because we're quite independent people.
In all fairness, we've got a, like you say, we're very understanding. So it's like, if I'm going to do something, it's kind of the yin and the yang. So if I do something, then I know if Jen wants to do something.
There's
I'm
only ever been one time that I said to Danny, I don't want you to do something, and that was major. Where did you want to go? You wanted to go to like a
Chernobyl. It was in
Chernobyl.
Ukraine.
And you wanted to go on a tour, didn't you?
Mm.
And I was like, oh my god, you're going to be like radioactive. We're not going to be
Yeah.
able to have any more children. And yeah, I completely
It
freaked
was.
out. But he didn't go in the end. But not
No.
because I didn't say don't go.
Sounds like you got a couple of lies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So Danny didn't. I didn't really. I said to him, I'll start this new business. He's like, all right, okay. He carried on his phone. He went, not bothered.
Do you know what? And that's one thing I would say as well, because when Jen actually first started in the business, I didn't exactly know what she was doing. I was the kind of guy that was just sitting there on his phone, chilling out. Before I knew it, products were in our home. I didn't have a clue what it was. However,
I think I did say to you, do you want to buy some protein from me?
No.
And you were like, no.
But in all fairness, I think that was me being a bit closed-minded. I didn't really know, but behind the scenes, I was still trying a few of the
Yeah, you started
Shampoos.
using my protein as well.
But yeah, but for me being a guy though, I was quite inquisitive as to what she was using anyway. But then the light bulb moments for me was when I was going to work telling my friends about what I was seeing at home and what Jen was listening to. And then
I remember when Danny
essentially,
came over when she'd just been to Arizona and she got back and you were like, who's coming over? I was like, Daniela Wells. And you were like, who? I was like, she's just been to Arizona. And then she came round and you didn't have your hair extensions in.
You made me
And I
some
was
tomato soup.
I didn't know.
Yeah. That was after the Blaze with you.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I came here, didn't I, with
Yeah,
Nikki,
Nikki.
and you made us some tomato soup, and you were so lovely, and I thought, what a lovely guy.
All downhill from there. No, but what I was going to say is, I know people say about they have a shift or they have like light bulb moments. So going from district to area, what was
Which
that?
for the viewers
Oh,
is
for
level
me?
1 to
Yes.
level 2 out of
Yeah.
4 levels.
So from level 1 to level 2.
So what was your shift? What was your light bulb moment?
None.
No.
I came into the business like knowing where I was going. See, some people do say they have a shift, and from area to region I've had a shift, so I know you do have it, but from district to area, none. Because I was like, district qualification, district manager, area qualification, area manager. That's how my journey went, because I was going for it. And I think doing the consistent work, I built up that momentum to, it was like a wave crashing onto the
Yeah.
beach. I got to area, and then obviously Kelly Bromley promoted out as well, so we were in full momentum.
But then saying that, even Jen started on the 27th of November.
Best time of year to start.
It was actually on our wedding day. Jen actually promoted to the first
The
level.
day before.
The day before, so that was the first level.
I went
Promoted to
promotion.
area.
I went into
Oh, into qual.
district qual.
Right.
Okay.
Because that was
So
my
level
goal. I was like, I
1.
have to do it because then I'll be taken up with the wedding,
Yeah.
and I'll just be taken out of action. So I was
Yeah.
like, I have to go into qual by the 26th.
Yeah.
But the funny
I
thing,
did.
but the
I
funny thing,
completed it by the 14th. The next month.
But the
Wow.
funny
Mid-month
Midnight
completion.
completion.
but the funny thing I will say about it, Jen was so driven and passionate from the start. Even on our honeymoon, which we had in Paris, I love my photography, so this will go back to our understanding. I took my camera because I love to take pictures. So I had my camera, Jen read. So wherever we went, I
Fill the
was,
beer and do it anyway by Susan
Woo!
Jeffries.
so I was
Yes,
taking
I will.
pictures, Jen was reading.
I read
So
it in 3 days. Yeah, I love it.
Danny, can I ask you a question? I'm guessing the answer is yes, but then please expand. What have you seen the difference in Jen? Like, have you seen a difference in Jen over the last 2 years?
Certainly, yeah. I mean, I've known Jen for 9 years now, and prior to doing Arbonne, she was very much like the girl. Like we've always been driven and passionate with our work.
We're quite focused, aren't we?
Yeah, we're quite focused as a couple, but from pre-Arbonne to now, Jen is so much more laser focused, so she knows where she's going. However, she was kind of drifting through jobs part-time. Because I was working shift, I'd be getting in, she'd be going to work till later on, and we kind of were like ships passing in the night. However, now Jen knows exactly where she's going. She's got a purpose in life, haven't you? So you know exactly where you are going, and you've got it on like a time scale of like your 1 to 5 years, sort of like basically like scale. So you know where you want to go. But for me, Jen is more. Well, she's always been strong, but she's more stronger now.
Mm-hmm.
Bit fearful for me. But no, Jen, you know, Jen is absolutely. I'm proud. It's good. It's good. That I think it's good to have that because
I think I'm much more focused now where we're going.
And saying about that shift, I can see now the shift on where Jen is in executive area, going through to region. So I can see from myself now. I know, like when the people say about the shift, I can see now from where Jen's pushing for region.
Yeah. And one other thing about Jen as well is, although this business gives you a lot of things like in terms of financial security and the trips and the time freedom which you get to have with Mabel and Violet, all of those things are great. But I remember from early on you starting your business, you kept saying to me, I'm really passionate about so many things Arbonne, but I really want to sponsor somebody that really, really is going to flourish in this business. And you used to use the term sponsor you as in me, Danny Girl. So you found that in Kat. So how does it feel now that you've somebody is in your team that is what you've been looking for? Oh, the door.
It's at the door.
Somebody at the door.
Banging on the door. How do I feel? Happy, but I don't feel fulfilled. I feel like I want to do it again and again and again and again.
Yeah, but you're like a rocket ship anyway.
I know that like sponsoring and someone like Kat coming into the business and other Kat. We're just having an interview.
Doing question time with Jen.
I just know that like Kat will just do it no matter what. Like she's on the track. She knows where she's going.
Ian VPA for you.
Yeah,
Kat
I
the
just know there's so many more people out there. Like I was reading something today on the internet, which is probably a little bit depressing, but there's so many women out there that they just need something like this.
Yeah.
Like one woman was saying she'd gone to a play group and no one had spoken to her, and I just thought, so sad, isn't it? You don't know what's going on in someone else's life behind the face. So just so keep going, speak to everybody. Yeah.
Does anyone else want to ask anything?
Have you got a question for me?
No.
On the spot.
Tony Marie?
Sorry, I'm muted.
Have you got another question for me?
What's been your favourite book so far?
Oh, my favourite book. That's difficult. I really like The Slight Edge by Jeff Olson. I love Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. That's probably, it could be my favourite. The Success Principles by Jack Canfield, recommended to me by Kershaw, Regional Vice President Kershaw, when I first started. What else do I like? I love the book I'm reading at the minute, but I say that about every book. Lucky Bitch, that's really good. That's all about manifesting. Yeah.
Is it called Lucky Bitch, did you say? Is that what it's called?
It's a swear word. I'm just like... I was hoping Mabel couldn't read the front. I was like, what does that say? I said, it says Lucky Duck. But I'm just looking at my books that I've read.
Okay, I've got another question then.
Okay.
So, if somebody was thinking about possibly starting their own business with possibly with Arbonne,
get presents.
What advice would you give somebody who's taking a look? So they might have, let's say they're already really successful in what they do, they've got a great job, so it's not about the financial side of it, and let's say they work part-time and they earn great money, so it's not necessarily about the time freedom or the financial element. What would you say you gain from Arbonne that isn't just about the time and the money, and if they were taking a look, what would you say?
Loads. Okay, so the first thing I'd say is, like, make sure you can work with your sponsor. make sure that you can tell them how you're feeling and what you need from a sponsor. Make sure they're going to be someone that's going to stay in the business and they're not just going to be here today, gone tomorrow. You want someone that you can basically lock arms with and do the business. I'd say be consistent and do the business. Don't be sort of in 1 week and then, not do it for a couple of weeks and then be in. Because consistent effort does build up to that momentum.
Ooh,
And
cheers!
Things that I've got. Things that, why did I get that little glass? Friendships, that's a big thing. Money
Lots
can't
of
buy
veins.
that, and time can't buy that. Yeah,
Sorry.
Thank you.
Got
You learn how to drink Prosecco quite well.
I'm dreading the plane now.
We have a lot of fun, and there's great friendships that, if you've got a lot of time, then that's brilliant, and if you've got a lot of money, that's brilliant, but you might not have the friendships, and it's the culture of Arbonne that a lot of people come and stay for.
the Prosecco.
This is Jen's 2-year anniversary, Kat. You should take it more seriously. Did
It's
anyone
so emotional.
Did anyone want to ask anything else?
Ask anything else. Have we done favourite product?
No.
Everybody.
I keep forgetting it's a product business, isn't it?
Everybody.
I
What have been your most life-changing products?
Well, I think the best product of Arbonne is obviously the business.
Yeah.
that's my line. But I must say, I had a Genius Ultra, and I like the Genius Ultra, and I could notice a difference straight away, and I think I took it a little bit for granted. And unfortunately, it got dropped on the floor, not by me, I hasten to add, and it broke, and I was without it for 2 weeks, and oh my god, my face, I was like that. What are those dogs called with all the wrinkles in their faces?
Oh yeah.
I was like that. I sort of went to head office and they obviously felt sorry for me because they gave me one to leave with. So yeah, I'd say the Genius Ultra, but business first, then Genius Ultra.
And is
Tony's the queen of selling the Genius Ultra. Aren't you?
So,
what?
Selling the Genius Ultra.
No.
Are you not?
No.
I thought you sold like 3 this month.
2.
Really? 2? Moving on swiftly.
Yeah.
Crisps.
yes. Yeah. 100, darling. I'm trying to edit that bit out if you want. Anything else, anyone?
It's hard to think.
I know.
There was a question on a Zoom not long back, and Fiona McCarthy said, "How would you feel if Arbonne was no longer?" My face.
Yes, tell us your life.
My face dropped.
If 2 years ago you hadn't have joined Arbonne,
Oh my God.
we're in 2016 and it's the exact same date, but
Okay.
you've never heard of Arbonne, or you decided to say no, thank you. You decided to go
You'd
past.
be watching Emmerdale. Or
You went past Tony Langham's post on Facebook and you didn't ask her about it.
I'd
In all
still be
fairness-
scrolling on Facebook. I'd be in my onesie with a cup of tea with lots of milk in it.
I'd like to add as well that we wouldn't have had all these memories, friendships, and times together.
You wouldn't know anyone here, would you?
No.
Hang on, you're answering the question you just asked.
Okay. Sorry. Anybody feel the same?
You'd have lots of wrinkles as well.
Yeah.
That's from me.
And I'd probably look a lot worse and be a lot worse off. Would definitely be in debt.
You wouldn't have travelled as much as you have done in the
No.
last couple of years. The
No.
girls as well, what they've gained from Arbonne.
Yeah. Oh,
Mabel
huge
and
amounts
Violet.
they've gained confidence-wise. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. So yeah, no, thank God. Thank God for
Can you
Arbonne.
imagine if you
No.
scrolled past that post and you
I
didn't
know.
ask Tony what she was doing?
I know.
How
But
weird.
if Arbonne was to disappear off the face of the planet
We talked
now,
about this.
yeah, I know exactly what I'd do. I'd start again, and just keep going.
So if somebody was taking a look at network marketing in general, but they weren't
Yeah.
quite sure on a company yet, and obviously we love all network marketing.
Yeah.
There are some good companies and bad companies like any business.
Yeah.
What kind of things would you recommend that people look for in a company without mentioning any
Okay.
company names?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Find an ethos that you agree with, that sits right with you, because if you start a business and you're not quite sure of the ethos of that company, it's not going to ever thrive and flourish, because it's never going to sit right with you. You've got to find a product and a company that sits right with you and that you're passionate
Yeah.
about. For me it was Arbonne, but there are lots of other network marketing companies out there, and obviously we're all in the same boat. We all love the business model of network marketing, although obviously the compensation plans are slightly different. So again, if you're not sure which company, look at the compensation plans. I was fortunate enough to look at the Arbonne compensation plan before I started, and it was so fair. I was just blown away by how clever it was. I've since found out that it took Pet and Mork 7 years to come up with that, and it is like near on perfect.
Some companies copy it, don't they now?
Yeah.
So good.
And they're being told to in courts of law now, so without mentioning any names as well. But definitely find a company that sits well with you, that you can be passionate about, and that's got a good culture, that there's not any... it's a huge thing about culture. I think Arbonne's got a brilliant culture, but the only way to find that out is by attending some of the events and being surrounded by the people that do Arbonne or whatever company you decide to go for.
And looking at the types of people that represent the company, I think is a big thing as well. Are they kind people? Are they friendly? Are they helpful? And
I mean, even looking on Facebook, you can see the differences between the companies, because obviously we're friends with lots of different network marketing companies, and you can see the people that aren't so kind and the people that are a bit more laid back and kinder, that have done the personal development, I guess.
And I think, the community definitely is a big one, because I don't think all network marketing companies have got that community feel, have they, where they generally build on personal development and friendships and family, which is a massive part of why we're successful.
And sending people back.
Yes.
Exactly. That is a huge thing. So.
Yeah.
It's that integrity, isn't it? And that's what we really lead by, how we're transparent with everything, aren't we, really?
Yeah.
With our products, with our business opportunity, we don't leave anything by the wayside, and that's why I think we are a cut above the rest with every other network marketing business out there, because I feel that we are the most sort of professional in the sense of how we turn up, how we look, how our business
but you're
runs.
Biased. This is non-biased.
But also we promote people in terms of helping them grow. I mean, yes, we use and recommend products, of course we do, we're a product-driven company, but really it's actually about helping people grow. We promote personal growth, we recommend books, we do personal development ourselves, and we're never done, so to speak. We never say, we're done now.
I mean, you could probably ask Kat that question as well, like pre-Arbonne, where was she then compared to where she is now as a person?
Kat, pre-Arbonne, where were you then to where you are now?
Did you have to?
How long have you been with Arbonne?
About 4 months.
4 months. Okay.
In the Jennifer Cowee nation.
Yes.
Very soon to be.
I'm like massively different. A long way away.
Do you see? I see a difference, like just even the way you hold yourself.
I hate
the way
talking
you
about
look.
this bit though.
Do you know what? I was listening to a story that Jen was telling me about when Kat originally first started with Arbonne, and she didn't want to be picked up by Jen, going from Bourne to Billingborough.
That's a story.
That was a story. So, going from that now, I didn't really know Kat then quite a lot, as much as I do now. However, I have seen the difference in her with the confidence.
Yeah.
And like you say, how you hold
No,
yourself.
I wouldn't get in a car with Jen, I didn't know her.
Even though I'm a very good driver.
So it wasn't the driving then?
No, I was
that
just,
woman.
I got really anxious around people I didn't know.
It's fair enough.
So, yeah. Moving on.
Next question.
Anything else before we wrap up?
This.
No, you killed the vibe, Danny.
Are you glad that Jen said yes?
Yes. I wouldn't be here if not, so...
Has it made a big difference to your life, Tony Marie?
Yeah, because she's wonderful. I mean, she is such a great friend now. And if it wasn't for Arbonne, I know, then we wouldn't have met. I mean, we knew from each other from baby group.
Yeah.
But that's about
Booby
it.
group,
From
wasn't
Booby
it?
Group, yeah. And that was it. That's as far as our friendship kind of went. I think it wasn't even a meeting in person. It was more talking on text message, wasn't it?
Yeah, you came to the Blaze at Smith's.
Yes.
Is that
Done.
tomorrow's
Kelly.
Tuesday?
With Kelly Bromley.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I first met you there. But yeah, so glad you did. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be here either.
Oh, that's so nice to hear that your yes has made such a difference. What about you, Helen? Are you glad Jen said yes?
Yeah, I'm glad Jen said yes, because else there would have been Kelly and Amy. So yeah.
Has it made a big difference to your life?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Completely different to when Amy first met me and Kelly, because I went to the Blaze at the Smiths to meet them, and Yeah, completely different person.
Wow.
Yeah, and personal developments have a major part of that. And I think belief as well. People all believing in the same thing and believing in you as a person. I think that has a major part of who you are as a person. Because you don't get that necessarily in a workplace, do you, where people believe in you in the same sort of way. There's not competition, whereas everyone just is so grateful for what we've got. So.
That's lovely. Kat, are you glad Jen said yes?
She's on. She's on.
Yes.
Are you glad this crazy girl came
Massively.
into your business?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I'm glad Jess is like under you in your team.
In my team, yeah.
In all
Yeah.
fairness, I know we're all saying yes to Jen and for everybody
Would you
else,
like us
but
to say no?
I think the same with you. It would be if it wasn't for Danny, then none of us would be here, really, would we?
I was going to say, you know, I'm pleased that Tony Langham said yes, and I'm pleased Jen was there at the right time for when she met Arbon. But like you say, because we've got such a good upline with Danny, Fiona, and Zoe, and everyone like that, you know, I just think it's remarkable, isn't it?
I think it's more than just yes, though. Because if Jen hadn't done the personal development and learnt what she's learnt, we wouldn't be able to learn from her.
And that's been a huge thing for me, like personal development.
Yeah.
Because there'd be no one there to guide you on what they know, what they've done wrong and learnt from it, so that you don't make that mistake. Although I tend to.
I will try it for myself.
And then like, afterwards, they're like, oh my god.
So quick question for you then, Kat.
What is wrong with you?
Are you the queen of failing forward then by saying that?
Probably.
To region of the year.
Probably. I'll let you know when I'm around BP.
Any final thoughts then before we stop this interview?
Come to Vegas. It's incredible.